Hello, 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 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got my iPad because I've got a couple of things that I want to discuss with you guys today regarding Miss Gibraltar. I've had quite a few people coming up to me asking me, are you doing Miss Gibraltar this year? Especially after Mrs. Gibraltar that took place yesterday. I also received this comment yesterday on Snapchat and it said, how comes I'm not up there on the stage, basically? And I said, I'm Miss, not Mrs. So to differentiate Miss and Mrs., I am Miss. I'm not married, don't have any children. And Misses are women that have children or are married or are older. Okay. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let me actually address this because it's a topic of conversation at the moment. And yes, I did apply. So I actually did enter Miss Gibraltar in 2020. Due to COVID, it got cancelled. So after this, I had applied to Miss Universe Gibraltar 2024. I became second runner up, so second princess, which led me to become the first Miss Cosmo Gibraltar 2024. So the first one ever. Ow. So with this, I went to Vietnam, etc. But that will be discussed in another video. I want to keep this one solely on Miss Gibraltar. I applied to Miss Gibraltar 2025 last year. However, I was 2 weeks past the deadline, which I wasn't really aware of because I wasn't keeping track of it, which is my fault completely. So obviously, I wasn't accepted. So that was my fault, and I completely understand that. And I'm thinking, this really isn't for me. Like, is it ever going to be my turn? So I just graduated this year and I've earned my degree, law with criminology, LLB. And I thought, you know what? I did a whole video on my Instagram and TikTok explaining that I feel not stuck, but what are my next moves? Like, what do I do next? I was literally walking out of university. I packed my bags. What now? And I was explaining that I feel like I always know what to do and now I don't. This was in the beginning of summer when I had just finished university. I thought about it for a while. I got some jobs because it's never one, it's always more than one. I've been working since and I did not know what my next steps were. I was trying to find that out, but sometimes you just have to let it be and it will come to you. So I did that. I've let it be. And I thought, now is the perfect time to join Miss Gibraltar. Let's do it. So I did apply to Miss Gibraltar 2026 and I was fully going ahead with it. However, after waiting for a couple of months and there was no update past the closing deadline, I just decided that, like, I was putting my life on hold for Miss Gibraltar, and essentially, the title should not be the only goal that you have in life. It should not be that at all. And as you guys know, and for those that don't know me, I have many aspirations in life that I'm still trying to tackle, and I need to do that. Like, I need to do that. Essentially, life doesn't stop while you're waiting for something that is uncertain. So I was waiting for a few months, still didn't have any updates, and I just thought, like, I don't know my next move. What can I do? I need to be proactive. I need to be doing something. So, like I said, I was working in the meantime, but it wasn't enough for me at that moment in time. And what I want to achieve in my life was this putting me towards my goals. Yesterday, I actually decided to withdraw my application. Essentially, I just registered my interest and I applied. Then they need to select you, let you know when you have your first meeting, and then you do the contestant number draw, etc., etc. All gets announced after that. So nothing was official. So just to clear it up, no, I will not be participating in Miss Gibraltar 2026. And what's actually quite funny is that I've had several people come up to me saying, oh, good luck. Like, I want to support you, Miss Gibraltar. Oh, I'm sure you do well, and all of those things. And I'm obviously so grateful for the support, but I never actually announced it. So I was very, very confused. Imagine members of the public knowing before my actual family. Like, it was a bit weird to me, but it's okay. But if I'm being completely honest, I am very, very conscious that there's a specific window, like the age requirements to do this. I am currently 24. So I can't keep on putting it off because essentially the opportunity will not always be there. But at the same time, I do have to prioritize what's most important for me in my life right now. And I do have other plans in my life, which I haven't spoken about publicly, which are obviously playing a massive role in the decision I'm making today, or that I made yesterday, better said. And I don't want to announce anything before the time is right. You guys know me, I like to keep things a bit low key, even though I do share a lot. There's certain things that I just want for me until I'm ready to share it, and that's absolutely fine. But it's something that you guys will definitely be hearing more of as I bring you along with me on this journey. And as much as Miss Gibraltar is something that I really, really want to do, I'm extremely passionate about. Like, honestly, I don't feel like I should force something just because I feel like I have to do it right now. I can't do everything. And I know that I'm very, very, very well. My mom sat me down. We had this long, long conversation. I know kind of know what I want out of life. And Miss Gibraltar is one of them. Not for the title, not at all. And one thing I want to make very, very clear is that whether I have a title or not, I'm still going to do the things that matter to me. I'm still going to advocate for what I believe in. I'm still going to try to inspire the younger generation to be authentic and to use movement to create positive change. Because title or no title, I'm building my legacy. And I know I've been a bit MIA on social media, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out life. And I've decided to bring you guys along with me on the journey because I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to have everything figured out. Me, myself, I do that a lot. But then I have certain moments that remind me why I do what I do. One of these moments are yesterday in specific. I was coming out of the bathroom after Mrs. Gibraltar, and there was a little girl waiting outside for me. And she's like, I like your TikToks. I really like your TikToks. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, it's so cute. I don't think people actually understand when people are coming up to you in the streets, whether it be a child, whether it be an adult, whoever it is, all walks of life. I'm very, very grateful because at the end of the day, my work is showing off, you know? And just little things like that mean more to me than what people could even imagine. Because if something I say, something I create, or even just being myself can inspire at least one person, then I know I'm doing something right. Even if I do everything else wrong, I know I'm doing something right. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm perfect because I'm far from that. I want to make that clear also. I'm far from perfect. I've got many flaws and many things that I need to change in myself, and I'm working on that. And I can recognize that. So, title or no title, I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep being myself, and I'm going to keep using my platform to create positive change and inspire the younger generation. And maybe Miss Gibraltar will happen one day. Maybe it won't, but it's still on my bucket list. And if it's meant to be, it will. This is what this whole series is about, building a life that I am proud of. So, welcome to my new series, Building My Legacy. Miss Gibraltar 2026? No. Miss Gibraltar one day, God willing. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Any feedback would be amazing. Thank you so much. Ciao.